Hello my friends, it's Sherry. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. I'm here for hashtag Tag Tuesday. So this is an open collab where I am the host and anyone that wants to participate can participate. All you have to do is do a video on Tuesday, post a video about making tags, and there's no prompts. You just, whatever you're working on a project, or whether you just want to make tags randomly, whatever you want to do, you just post a video and show us your tags. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's been going on for over a year now, in case you're new. And so, yeah, just get some ideas, search that hashtag, you'll find lots of videos. And be sure to link my channel and subscribe to my channel. Since I'm the host, I would appreciate that. So here are some tags. I'm going to show you these in just a second. I also made these tags this week. I just finished a journal last weekend, and so the beginning of this week I am kind of working on some projects that I had in my head and some projects that I kind of had started, so I wanted to just kind of get through a couple of those. So one of them is these tags that I'm making out of the fabric strips, like a jelly roll, and that is fabric strips that I picked up at Dollar Tree. And, I am trying to use my stash, as we all are in every year. We all say that. So this jelly roll, I want to use it up. And I really like these long, narrow tags that I can make out of them, because all I have to do, this is the width of the fabric, the strip that you get from Dollar Tree. If you see one of those jelly rolls, it's on the $5 and $3 aisle. I think it was $5. And when I showed you these in my Thrifty Thursday one time when I first picked it up, and I looked at to confirm since then that the jelly roll at is it Walmart? I think they have a jelly roll, or they have it in a package. Anyway, their strips are like $7 or $7.99 or something, like $7.50, something like that. So, and I think it's about the same amount of fabric. So you do better get a better deal if you can find one at Dollar Tree that you like. I think at the time there was a couple different types, fabric patterns at Dollar Tree, and I picked out this one. So I just finished up some tags. I'm going to put these in my shop, or by the time you see this video, they will be in my shop, unless they're already sold. But yeah, I finished some last week that I made with, these are going to be set of 5. Let's see, this must be my 5th one. A set of 5. Yeah, I finished them last week where I put pattern ladies on them. And those had sold. Thank you very much. And so I wanted to make some more, just without any decoration. So you can use them, like whoever would want them can use them like this. And I always back them with, I use file folders, recycling them from my office. And so a nice cardstocky file folder on the back. And so this set here I made, these are the 5 different patterns that were in that jelly roll. And they, so I cut them, I glue them on nice and solidly, just in case you hadn't seen any of my videos where I'm making these fabric tags before. I made sure that, because I don't want any puffiness or any, little wrinkles or, anything. I just want it to be glued solidly down. And then the stitching I do is just really for decoration, although it does provide security, and strength, so that they are, sewn down around the edges. And then they all have a metal eyelet and a pretty piece of ribbon. And I'm trying to make the ribbons, like, you can cut these shorter if you want, if you don't want them that long. But I kind of make them long enough in case you kind of wanted to tie them a little bit, maybe make a little loop or something. So that's why they're this long. And so for these, now I've made these and sold them in my shop before, and I did a straight stitch. So I thought, let me play around with my stitches on my sewing machine a little bit for these. And I did. So each one, I'll show you the back, because you might not be able to see it through the material or through the pattern on the material, but it makes it pretty on the front, the stitching, and then you can see the pretty stitching on the back too. So this is a zigzag that has the stitches in this, like three or four stitches in each zigzag, in each zig and each zag. And then this is the zigzag. Here's another one. Kind of looks like a stair step or a ladder maybe. Maybe it's a ladder stitch. And then here's another one. Some of these I had tried before and some of these I hadn't. This one is my own freestyle, kind of a wavy back and forth, kind of like what I call, this is how I do my messy stitching, and they're all really pretty on the front too. I use brown thread, so that is one set, and then the other set is here where I use this ribbon. It's a yellower, that's kind of a peachy pink, and this is a yellower, kind of goldish yellow ribbon, and again has the eyelets and the stitching. Let me show you this. Let me show you the stitching on the back again. This one was the same as the other one. I used this one and the other ones too. That stitch within a stitch on the zigzag. This one I didn't use on the other one. I was going to use this exact same ones, but I thought, oh, I want to try this one and I want to try that one. You know, I have a brother project runway, and they have all those, I don't know, tons of stitches, and I don't think I've ever tried this one. And I really like it. This is the regular zigzag number 4. This is kind of a little loopy stitch. I think I have tried that one before, this one before, and I like that. I like it. I still like it. And this is another kind of the ladder stitch again. I want to call that the ladder stitch. No, I don't know what it's really called, but that's what I'm calling it. That's what I'm going to name it. So anyway, those will be, if there's, check my shop and see if they're still in there when I show, when you see this video, if you're interested. And I have the size and, everything in there, but you can see they're quite tall. But they're nice and flat. You can stick them in a journal and you can decorate them. I have some in my shop, fabric tags that I've decorated. I use those 3-dimensional stickers. Look really beautiful on these. I used the pattern ladies last week. And just, use your imagination as to how you want to use them. So I've got 2 ready. And then I wanted to also do a little craft with me, where you craft with me for this video. So I kind of wanted to see what I could do with some of this felt that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I did a video last week where I showed you how I was making little embellishments for the Beatrix Potter journal. So this worked out really well. I'll tell you, I'll remind you that first of all that the felt in the little packages that you get, I've got the tops off of them, but you get four pieces in a little package at Dollar Tree. And this had the two greens and 2 oranges. Here's the orange one from the package from Dollar Tree for $1.25. And so, and I want to remind you that it's thin, and that is really nice for crafting or what we do, type of thing, using your paper crafting. So I glued one whole piece down to a piece of file folder. I didn't cut out the shapes first. I just took a piece of file folder like this, glued right here, glued one of those pieces of felt, the whole thing, just glued it on there with some fabric tack, since this is fabric, right, a type of fabric, in my mind anyway. So I glued it down so it'd be nice and solid on here, again, solid all over, and I will check the edges and make sure they're all glued down. I hadn't done that yet, but I think they're good. It's almost like you don't have to have it all the way down, especially on this felt, but I might put a little bit more right here. But I don't think it's, like the fabric, I feel like it needed to be all totally, I'm getting crazy with my glue here. Sorry about that if that was loud. I just need to shake it down a little bit. Whoa, wasn't expecting that. I scared myself. So anyway, just, you can do your edges, because you know how it is when you do a masterboard or something, you need to check your edges and make sure they're all glued down. So yeah, I think these are good. This one is small because I had to use a little corner, it was like this. I had to use this little piece in my embellishments for my journal, so I had to cut that off and make a smaller one. But it worked out now, didn't it? So I punched a hole in this one and I just cut them with my paper cutter, this one right here, my regular paper cutter. Since that felt is thin, it just cut right through, no problem at all. Like it wasn't even there. It just like zipped right through. So I just made this cut with my paper cutter, and then I made the little corner cuts with these sharp scissors that I like to use on fabric. So so here I am now at this point. Let me put the lid back on my glue. I wanted to see if I could continue and decorate these with some of the other pieces that I got from Dollar Tree, because they're so cute. And I don't want, you know, spring and Easter to go by without me using these little cute trim packs that I had picked up. So I thought, see, here's the orange trim pack. I showed you these last week too. Here's the yellow one, and here's the pink one. So to go with this, I thought I'll use the yellow, okay? So let's see what we can do. I just thought, let me just turn on the camera and see what happens, right? So let's do it. So what do I want to do? I'm picturing rickrack on here first of all. That's the easy part, but I want to put some chicks on here too. Let me see. I think the chicks might be cute right down here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the chicks first, because I definitely want to use these chicks. It looks like 4 fit across these particular tags that I'm working on here. So if you do this, you just have to measure and see how many fit on your tag. But we'll do 4 for each of these bigger ones. And so I'll put these into my stash, and I'm hoping to get one more you know, Beatrix Potter journal done before, you know, it's all said and done in the spring. So we'll see how that goes, but these could be tags for that journal. But if I change my mind and decide not to make a Beatrix Potter journal, I probably would put these in my shop. So I don't know, just stay tuned and keep an eye on my shop in case you're interested in something like that. You never know what I'm going to pop in there. I don't really give you a warning. I kind of just come on and say, it's in there. You know what I mean? It's in there. So, if I can. So, there we go. We'll put 2 on that one. Well, let's glue those down. I don't think I'm going to change my mind about the spot. Let me just see how they look up here. See, I think that the rickrack will be good up there, and the chicks will be good down here. So I wanted to do some with the others too, but for this video, we're just going to work on these 3. So let's get this put down, and then we'll put some rickrack. And that might be it. Let me just see if I want these in the middle. Make sure, because I don't know. See, I want a flat on the bottom because, yeah, I'm just talking to myself too. I want a flat on the bottom so that I can stick them in a pocket, right? I always try to keep my, you know, I have gone crazy with tags before and put all kind of lace that hangs down on a you know, made real shabby chic tags with lace hanging off of the bottom and stuff like that. But the more practical part of me, which is most of me, 99.9% of me, wants to make sure that they're flat on the bottom, flat enough to get into a pocket, so in a journal. So I'm going to put these on the bottom. I don't, you know, like I said, this is thin, and this doesn't make it too bulky, so let's do that. And see, I didn't poke holes in these yet because I wasn't sure what I wanted to, how I wanted to do this. So we're just going to see what happens. You know, I mean, any moment I can change my mind about anything. So that's how it is. We have to go with the flow when we're crafting. Be willing to just let the craft tell us what to do sometimes, right? So we will see how this looks. But yeah, I'm just glad to use some of this. And I have some other things that I picked up from Dollar Tree that I haven't shown you yet. So, and I also want to make tags and things from those, so I really need to stay on top of this. So I use the things that I bought, and they don't just sit around here in my craft room. Okay, so there's that. Now, let me see. So I'm thinking, let me see how this looks at the top. Because I don't want it at the bottom. Oh, that was a cute one. Oh my goodness, I didn't know until now. That looks adorable. Okay, let me just see. Let's experiment and audition these. So, say we put that there. How would the rickrack look down here? We could either put it at the bottom. Would it be like too much yellow overload? It probably might be. It might be. I don't know. Let's go ahead and just put this down on this one. Maybe we'll make them each one a little different. I was thinking I would do them all the same, but maybe not. So let's try to cut this in the right spot. I don't want to waste it, you know what I mean? Yesterday I had to cut off an extra, or the other day I had to cut off an extra pom-pom. So I was like, you know, which I can use, but I was just like, you know, that wasn't the plan. I thought I measured. So one nice line of glue under this strip of trim, pom-pom trim. All right, that looks adorable. So I can still poke a hole up here if I want and put some ribbon for a topper, but I can leave it like this too if I want, you know what I mean? I don't have to have a topper. Okay, I just want to push this all down into the glue. Try not to get glue all over my fingers and all over my felt. Hold on, let me see this here. Make sure my glue's covered up. But I do want this in a straight line too. I think it's good. Okay, sorry if that's out of the camera. Okay, so there we go. Now for this one, let's do rickrack on this one. We're gonna do every other one different because I just think this is gonna be like overload on the. Don't you think? It's always, you know, sometimes I do this on a video and I think in person, and you know, right now while I'm looking at it at this very moment, I think, oh, it's overload, you know, it's overload. And then I'll look at my video and I'll say, oh, well, that looks good. Why didn't I do that? You know, type of thing. So it is a little hard sometimes on in person, but again, at the same time, I'm thankful that I can look back at my video and say, oh, that looked good. Maybe next time I'll do that. I won't hesitate, you know, or won't not do it. Like when I was making my bunny and sheep tags last week, I didn't want to use the sheep feet. And I didn't think it looked good in person, like in the moment. And then when I looked at my video where I kind of auditioned them and showed you how they would look, I was like, well, that looks cute. Why, you know, I'm going to do that. When I went back and put the sheep feet on, because it was super cute. So, yeah, so that is an advantage to doing a video of your crafting. You can be like, see what, you know, I can kind of see what you're seeing, you know what I mean? It really is a different view from what you're seeing to what I see sometimes, which you wouldn't think it would be, but it really is sometimes, not all the time. So, all right, so that one has the rickrack. I need to cut that off a little bit right there. It's not quite straight, and it's sticking out. Okay. Let me make sure that's all pressed into the glue. Okay, there's that one. And now this one, this little baby one here, call that the mommy and the daddy and the baby. I'm like a little kid, right? Oh my God, I feel like a little kid. Mommy, daddy, baby. Anyway, we're having fun, right? Okay, so I want to put some pom-pom on this little guy. Let's see how we can do this. I guess it'll be only 2 pom-poms though. Only 2 will fit on there. Wait, let me put this over. Well, no, Sherry, no, come on. You can think outside the box a little bit here. See, I just have to move that over. I was trying not to waste that, but hello. I do not have to use that little piece. I can do that. Okay, that's what we're doing. So let's just cut it off right there. All right. And then we're going to cut this off over here. And this little baby will have some pom-pom trim. And I love the colors. Let's see. Let me get that right over to the edge so I can make sure I get this pom-pom on the... Yeah, I'm just going to have to cut right next to this one. Let me take it off of there. Right next to it without cutting it off. Let's see. Maybe about right there. Okay. Alrighty. Now, oh, there's some trash. Okay, some more glue. And then I think we'll get some ribbon here. I was thinking I wasn't going to put ribbon on these, right? Maybe just ribbon on this one, but now I want to put ribbon. Change my mind. I want to put ribbon on all of them. So I'm going to have to pause and go get some ribbon. And then I'll come back and show you what I picked out and put it on here. So let's do that. All right. So these are all flat on the bottom, and they can, let me just see one thing. Hold the phone. Let me just see one thing. Do I want the pom-pom under here? No, see, I still think it's overload. Okay, so I just want to make sure it was overload. Do we want a different color? Hold on. Let me try one more thing. Do we want a different color down here? Would that wouldn't be overload because it would be a different color, and you can see it. I don't like it up there, but I kind of like it down here. Like they're standing on the rickrack. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay. Changing my mind again. But we got to do this quick because I'm going to run out of time. All right. So we'll just cut all of our all of our rickrack. Oh, I must have cut my fingernail off. Have you ever done that? Cut your fingernail off. Oh my goodness. I'm going crazy today. All right. I literally felt the scissors on my fingernail. I almost cut my fingernail off. Not that it's that long, but still I'm going to keep what I got there. All right, let's see if we can get this down here thin enough so we don't make a big old glob. I'm going to need to wipe this off. Let me use this little piece of scrap here. I was saving that for my scrap bag, but it got used in a different way than I planned. Okay, it was getting too globby and was going to make too much glue there. Okay. All right, yeah, I like this different color. It was the yellow. It was too much overload on the yellow, but the orange goes good. It's blends in a little bit, but still stands out enough so you can see it. I don't think it's overload. At least in my book it's not. I think it was needed, actually. I don't think I'm going to put anything in the middle. It's still flat enough on the bottom with the rickrack on there. And you can write on the back because it's cardstock file folder. Let me get this straight. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't put the chicks right on the bottom. Then I got to add the orange rickrack. And let me put this piece on here. And then I'm going to go grab some ribbon because I don't have any right here. I do have some fabric here though. I could tear a strip of that off. If it goes, I think it might go actually. It's this fabric from my journal, my Beatrix Potter journal. I have it right here because I didn't put it away yet, and it's only a little piece that I have left actually. So, and I left it out, like I said. I think I want to make another Beatrix Potter journal, although I don't know if I'll be using that fabric because I have different color covers on the Beatrix Potter journals. But let's see. Here's my fabric I'm talking about. Would this go? And does this tear? Let me see. We're just going to try a piece real quick. All right, there's a piece right there. Plenty long enough for our little topper. Let's see how it goes here. Let me see how it would look. We'll try it out for a second here. You know, I think it has like oranges and yellows and blues in it. I'm going to go for it. Got some strings here. Let me cut those off. Get off of there. Okay, now, yeah, I've got a hole there. Let's go ahead and put this one in the hole. And then we'll do the other ones. Poke it through with my scissors. It's kind of a thick hole to get the fabric through. There we go. Okay. I always put the loop in first because I like the loop of the, I didn't used to do this, but I do now. Because I figured out I like the little loop in the front here instead of the back. So this little loop that goes across here, if you want it like that, just put your loop in through the front, like I just did. If you want it the other way, put your loop in from the back. All right. Let's see if I can turn this around here. So it's a little bit long, but I do need to trim it a little bit. Okay. Sorry, I just need to get this straightened and tight and get my finger not stuck on the glue there. It's still drying. Okay. Now I'm going to cut this a little bit, just a little angle here. I think that'll look better. And a little angle over here. There we go. Is that cute? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure I like that fabric on there. Let me pause and go look at my ribbon. Just 1 second. I found this orange ribbon. I'm going to try this too. I want to see which one I like better. I'm going to cut a good little piece here and punch a hole. All I do with to punch hole, I use my crocodile. I always use my crocodile to punch holes through fabric tags because it punches through pretty good. It's not perfect. I always have to cut the, finish cutting it with my scissors. It kind of like cuts it partially. And I just do like this and cut the rest of it off like that with my scissors. Okay, so let's put this through here. I think this will bring the orange up, so kind of like balance it out. But let's just see what it looks like. Okay. Now, way too much through there. Let me put that back, pull that back. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, I like that. Yeah. I think I like that better. Yeah, I do like that better because see, orange, orange. This is a little bit too overpowering here, so I'm going to take that off. I will definitely use it in another tag. So it just, you're probably saying, oh, it was fine, Sherry, but it's okay. I'll look back at my video and see what I think. See if I made a wrong decision. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's do 2 more little. We're going to finish these off. And so, yeah, I wanted to show you the other tags that I made that I put in my shop. But I also wanted to craft with you. So that's why I, showed you the other ones. Because that was going to be my, oh, I didn't punch my hole in this one yet. That was going to be my Tag Tuesday. I'm like, well, I want to do some crafting too. So, and I did want to do, something with that the felt. And I was already thinking of making tags. So I thought, well, let me just try it, right? Okay. There's my hole. Let's see which way do I need to pull it out to cut it off. Hold on. Like I said, it almost cuts it. In the fabric, it cuts it a little bit more. I see the felt is a little bit, there we go. But you can see it's still a nice hole. It's not like, it's not wonky or anything like that. But even if it was, you could kind of cover it up with your ribbon anyway. So let me get this in here, and yeah, be sure if you want to get some more tag ideas, search that hashtag, and if you want to post a video, just use the hashtag in your title so people can find you and link my channel. You can use the @ sign to link my channel, turquoisedreamingsheree, or if you start typing it, it'll come up, and you can link it in that way, and then subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Okay, I just have to do this one now. I'm going to do that off video. I'm afraid I'm going to run out of time, but you get the picture. Super cute little colorful spring or Easter tags. So, aren't those adorable? I think so. I dubbed them adorable. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day, everybody.